light. Now let's watch the first 10 strokes as all these crews power and blast away. Canada, lane 1, Italy 2, Great Britain are in 3. Watching them just unleash it as they did in the World Championships last year. A year ago, they powered off in the first 250 and went away from everyone. Croatia in 4, Australia a threat in lane 5 and closest to us on the left of the picture at the moment, but when we're on side, South Africa, the crew from South Africa, all of these crews are quick, Dan, and it's just going to be, in this first bit, psychological, get out quick, and that's what Great Britain will want to do.
This is an astonishing lineup. We've only got about a second and a half between all these crews in the semi-finals, and we've got already Great Britain, Matthew Pinsent and James Cracknell just ticking the lead there, just up there, with the Australians up much earlier than you'd ever expect. Now, the Australians have never, ever been up there in front, but they are actually the ones leading the field at the moment, and that is ominous. That is a big threat.
So Tompkins to the left of the picture, Ginn to the right. These guys are just absolutely fantastic. The Australians, crew number 5, their lane number 5 in terms of technique, and they're wily old foxes, they really are. They don't care who they're racing in this lineup here, and they so know, and they have this belief in themselves that we are the crew that can crack the British crew.
The Australians haven't been on the circuit at all this year. They've been laying low back at home. They haven't done anything. We talked to them yesterday, and they were very, very relaxed, very cool, didn't want to show their faces at all, and in the heats didn't want to show them their pace at all. This is unusual. They are leading.
Well, they were humiliated at the World Championships last year because Great Britain went off for the first 10 strokes and left everyone for dead, and they just paddled in 4th place. This year they've turned it around, they've tactics different, they don't want to show what they're up to, but look, I mean, just Dan, technique there, let's look at them. Aren't they just moving so smoothly, so relaxed and long? Tompkins, renowned for being long and loose.
Tompkins, for me, is one of the great rowers in history. He just is a very, very loose, languid guy. But of course, Matthew has 10 gold medals behind him. He's a great competitor, and this is unusual for the Australians to be out in front, so they're going to have to pay for it somewhere further down the course, because they don't usually do this. I think the strength and the power of the British pair is going to be what counts after halfway.
We have got a race on our hands here, because at the moment Great Britain are just keeping their minds on the job, looking down the line of the boys. The boy line there might be a little bit deceptive. Let's not worry too much until the camera gets right up alongside. But at the moment, Australia, as we head towards 1,000, are just smooth and fast and effortless. And what will happen now is that the big Matthew Pinsent, 105 kilograms of him, 3 times Olympic champion, 10 times world champion, will have to be stoked up in the third 5, and there's no better person than James Cracknell, 98 kilograms of him. And when they unleash it, well, it's just, you know, watch out, hold your breath and watch out. We're at the halfway mark in the final of the men's coxswain pair. Australia, Italy, Croatia, Great Britain in the 4th place. They're in lane 3. Now the Italians are quick. We'll wait and see, because they're just too hard to judge. The Italians go off quick. They've beaten Great Britain in the past. This is a mind game now, and playing it well and playing it to the best position at the moment, Australia. Dan, third 5, Great Britain got to go now, unleash it, let's go for gold right now.
They have to go, and when they've been in this sort of position before, they were 2 years ago when the Cox boat and the Cox pair, when they doubled up, they were in this sort of position, and then they launched an attack that took them right through the field. But I'm very, very worried about the way Australia is moving. They look very relaxed, very calm. They're at 36 strokes a minute, and that's well within themselves. Now has to come the attack. The Italians as well, they've done something unusual as well. They usually go out in front, but you would have expected them to be out in front and then being pulled back. This time, it's the Italians who are doing the pulling back.
Look at this, Dan, 4. Look at 4. 4 is Croatia, yeah? And up on the other side of that, in the middle of the 2 white boats, lane 3 is Great Britain. They're struggling just to push. They're in a race of their own. And Australia are clear. Australia now have 1 length, and Tompkins will just sit back and say, right, let's close the door on this race. Look at the coolness on it. Look at that face. Wow, smooth. Sitting back, letting the boat run. They're clear from Great Britain. There we go. There it is. And we're coming into the last mark now. And James Cracknell has called the push. And he has to, because they've got a foot of clear water. 500 to go, 1,500 down. The world champions, the Olympic champions, Great Britain are in 4th place. We said there'll be a fantastic race, and there will be indeed, because Great Britain will not roll over. They will not die in this, because this is their event. They talked about putting their stamp back on it, and by God, they're going to have to do it if they're going to get into that first place position. But there is no better and finer crew than the Australians to lead them to the way, Dan.
Well, look at Croatia. Croatia are coming, Italy are coming, and actually the Great Britain crew has not made any impression here just in this last 400, 500 metres. It's Croatia who've taken up the fight, but it doesn't look as if anybody's going to catch Australia.
Australia have gone, 300 to go. Australia now, it's a matter of the experience of these boys that we're looking. Matthew Pinson to the left, the big Matthew Pinson. Now let's see the legs go down. Now let's see the power coming on. James Cracknell in the bow seat here. Forget what's around you, think about the gold medal and push it on. But Croatia have just moved out. Look at that, a half a length lead. And to the right of the picture, with 150 metres remaining, the cool, calm, collective customers of Australia, and they will be enjoying this now as Great Britain start to power it on again. Don't hurry, keep pushing Great Britain. Are they going to catch Australia? Because in the lane at number 6, the South African crew pushing on, but coming up to the line, we're going to have new world champions for the first time in a long time. Matthew Pinson is going to be beaten, and Australia on the line, and Great Britain have been rowed out of it. Great Britain have been rowed off the medals, not even gold, not even silver, not even bronze. They are in 4th place, and I'm looking to my left, and Dan is absolutely shocked. What do we say? Well, fantastic from the Australians.
Australians revenge for last year where they were humiliated. They went away, sorted it out, came back. But my goodness, who would have expected Matthew Pinson, not unbeaten since 1991. Unbeaten since 1991. This is a very, very shocking experience for him. Pushed back into 4th place.
And all respect to the Croatians. I mean, those guys, they beat the British crew early on. We thought it was just going to be a flash in the pan because Great Britain were not onto their race stride, into the race regatta and stuff like that. But they have kept their cool today in these temperatures of about 21 degrees. It's hot out there, Dan. It's hot as well. I mean, the mind focus, is that going to have anything to do with it?
South Africa came through well into 3rd place as well. It was the South Africans at the end there as the British pair started to lose their heart. They knew they weren't going to win that gold medal. That's very often when you get a crew that it's lost its focus a little bit, and the South Africans came through. But what a great performance there for Australia.
Never write these guys off. And the guy on the left, Jimmy Tompkins, there he is. You can't write him off, can you, really? 37 years of age, and it just shows that what can be done.